Hey, this is Tracy Leela with soul2soul.ca. Today I'm going to be talking about Mars in the 12th house, meaning if you have Mars natally in your birth chart. Not about the transiting planet, but just what a person has to live with and the downfalls of living with Mars in the 12th house. And so this video is about the downfalls. There are other videos where I'm going to talk about mastery of Mars in the 12th house and the spiritual gifts that it brings. But for this, we're going to highlight the downfalls because remember, it is about bringing awareness to the unconscious pain. And Mars plays a big role in masking a lot of anger and resentment and a lot of feelings and emotions that don't feel good. We need that to come up. We need to understand it, and we need to understand and break down the downfalls. So before I get started, I want to encourage you to subscribe, like the video, turn on your notifications. Your engagement helps my channel to grow, which helps me reach more people, which helps me to help other people to heal. I'm a 12th house. That's my service. If you would like to reach out and book a reading with me or learn more about myself or about the events that we have at Soul to Soul, you can check it out at soul2soul.ca. Okay, so 12th house Mars. Now, I don't have Mars in my 12th house. I do know quite a few people, and I have worked with people in their charts who have Mars in the 12th house. And we're going to be looking at the downfalls. So there's four different aspects that we're going to look at with Mars in the 12th. And I'm just looking at my notes here, and I'm thinking I want to rearrange the order. But no, I'm going to start from where I was at because I'm going to control my Virgo tendencies and start with the fact that there is a deep repressed restlessness that is felt within your being, that's within you. It's an internalized passion, and the feeling is very, very intense. And there is this inability to really express it outwardly. Remember, the 12th house is hidden from the first. So it's like, it's hard to express your anger. And you work really hard in hiding it because it's just this restless energy that you work really hard because you know that it can be explosive. I mean, it's Mars. It can be explosive. So you work at hiding it very well. 12th house, hiding, hidden things, hidden anger, hidden repressed resentment that might linger within you, that's within, that you work to contain and try to hide it. There can also be hidden desires. Mars represents that passion and that desire that you have, and it could be hidden and repressed in the 12th house behind all the anger, all that. It's just like this ball of like fiery energy that's just like trying to contain it and trying to hold it in, that people just don't get. They don't understand how hard you're working to contain that shit, because when stuff pisses you off and your 12th house Mars wants to explode, you work very hard in trying to control that energy. And you probably are unsure of where it stems from because it's hidden from your own self. And you work really good at hiding it from others, that other people don't even really see it themselves. But it's hard to deal with. And it's an emotion, a hot, fiery emotion within a person's being, that would be very, very hard to live with on a day-to-day basis, that you just have to learn how to cope with it. So we want to bring some light to that with having Mars in the 12th house. And it really, Mars in the 12th house is in connection with the father and alcoholism, right? The 12th house is the house of addiction. And so that leads into the other two topics of addiction, alcoholism, which stems from father. Most likely, if you have Mars in your 12th house, your father had a problem with alcohol. He himself was an alcoholic. He may have been an alcoholic that you didn't even know about, that you found out later. It was hidden. And so depression can become problematic. And self-destructive internal behaviors, that anger, if it's not expressed out, it's got to explode somewhere. So it would go inward. And that can lead you into a path of being like diving deeper into alcoholism, diving deeper into other addictions, smoking, any addiction, you know, with Mars and anything that's just like explosive fast, makes you feel good, makes you want to like kind of help you to contain that, you know, that anger that's going to, you know, kind of diffuse any, you know, fire that you're feeling within. Addiction, you know, the substance also comes with that problem. So we need to recognize that. We need to be aware of it. And that's why there's so much more healing that needs to be done and acknowledged and brought to the surface with Mars in the 12th house. Some hidden traits and secrets is that you hide your true feelings of desire with Mars in the 12th house. Mars is a planet of desire, again, of passion. It's like Mars and Venus. It's relational, it's love, it's sex. Mars loves sex, and there's this hidden, and the 12th house being dark. Sexuality is a hidden sexuality, has a big part to play with Mars in the 12th house as well. So it's hiding your true feelings of that passion, of the desire that you feel within you. Sometimes there can be a selfishness to those desires that you hide. Mars can be very selfish. It can be fast acting, that it's only thinking about itself and it's not thinking about the other. And that can be a hidden aspect of having Mars in the 12th house as well. And not really knowing what you want, or hiding your problems from others, and being really secretive about your faults, being very secretive about what really hurts within, what brings up that rage, what brings up that anger, what brings up that frustration, that ball of fire that just really gets to your core, that you try to hide so much. We want to know what's underneath that, what's at the root. Because if you got Mars in your 12th house, there's some fiery passion and desires that are unfulfilled, and pain that is masked on a deep level that's brewing within a 12th house person, that they work so hard to keep it under control, and nobody even realizes how hard they work. I don't even realize, because I don't have Mars there. I know people who have Mars, and I see it. And I just support them with love and unconditional listening. And so if you have Mars in your 12th house, it's like, just breathe. Breathe. I got you. But you got to go through the healing. Again, I suggest you going to the healing. I say again because I say this often in other videos. The healing playlist, the healing process playlist that I have on my channel. There's content there. Start with the introduction so you know how to work through the videos, and begin healing. Begin looking at the anger and seeing where it stems from. Start with your father. That's a great starting point. If you have Mars in your 12th house, start with your father. What needs to be healed there? What needs to be understood? What needs to be just acknowledged so you can accept it? And so you can lay it to rest, so you can forgive, so you can surrender. But you got to work through that Mars energy. So with that said, I'm going to end it out, and I encourage you to watch the next video, which will be upcoming on mastering Mars in the 12th house.